Hello, my name's Mel, welcome to my world, and if you're new to my channel, I'm currently turning this van into a stealthy off-grid, go anywhere, sleep anywhere camper van. And if that's something that interests you, then please do consider subscribing to my channel. Now today I'm going to be talking about under the bed storage. And in this van I've got a really unique way of making the most of this space, so do stick around and I'll show you something you've never seen before. So as you can see, underneath the bed there is nothing at all. There's no batteries, no water tank, nothing. Well, there is one tank, and that's the nighttime diesel heater tank, but that is tucked away behind the wheel arch, behind the wheel well box, in such a manner that it doesn't really take up that much room anyway. And there you go, look, underneath this side, that's a better view probably. You can see I've got all this open space, which is brilliant. All the batteries and all that good stuff is underneath the kitchen unit right up the front, and I've done this deliberately to give me all this room. Now what I've got in mind, what I'm going to try and do I should say, is build a big drawer here. This drawer's going to slide out this way so you can access it from outside the van, but not only that, it's going to slide forward as well so you can access it from inside the van, and that's what is a bit unique about this van. So I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do it, so it's kind of a process of working this out as I go along. So let's get on with it and let's see how it goes. So here's my one big drawer. It's basically just a wooden box made out of cladding, as you can see. And I've used 34 by 34 for each corner, and that's the main structure of the box. The base is plywood and the sides are all cladding. And the reason I've not used plywood to make this box, like the whole thing out of plywood, is because it's so heavy. Using cladding, it's really lightweight. It really is light. It's incredibly light for the size of it. Now, to make this more than a box, to make it become a drawer, on the base I'll put these runners, these wheels, and I've got these from B&Q. As soon as I saw these on the shelf, I thought, oh, what I'm going to do with them? I've got a great idea. So that's where I've got those from. For all those of you who are going to ask. Now, like I say, it is really incredibly light. I mean, it is really light, and that's going to fit in there like that. So as you can see, it's now accessible from outside, and there you go. It's also a drawer that is accessible from inside as well. So the next job is to put some runners down somehow, keep it all square, and put some kind of support here for when it's pulled out. So right, I'm going to figure that out right now. Okay, so very quickly, before it starts to rain, I thought I'd quickly show you what it looks like. This is how it's going to end up looking. Now this door, I've hung it this side, like I said earlier, so that it swings that way. So if anyone actually accidentally closes this door while that one's open, it will simply just push it shut. There'll be no damage. If I hung it the other side, there's a chance the doors could clash. Now I have made a little bit of a mistake. This door is slightly too big, it won't close properly, so I'll need to take some of this edge off. Now I've had people say to me in the past, Mel, we don't see you actually do any work. So what I'm going to do on this instance is actually do that in front of you. I'm going to trim the edge of that off, get it nice and straight so that the door actually closes properly. Now, word of warning, don't try and do this unless you're a Virgo, okay? I've got special powers because I'm a Virgo. I don't need to use a ruler, I can just use a Stanley knife and I'll get a perfectly straight edge. I'm going to do that right now and show you exactly how I do it. Using nothing but a Stanley knife and a rasp. And I'm doing this just to show you don't need any special tools. You just need special Virgo powers. Right, so I'll start off by trimming little bits off at a time, going with the grain and against the grain, and using the grain of the wood as a guide to get a nice straight edge. Hopefully, just trim little bits off at a time. And this knife, incidentally, is very, very sharp. They are really sharp, so if you do try doing this, be careful. A little bit of a high spot there, I'll just trim that off like that. A little bit of that edge up there. Missed a bit now. Like that. Now using my rasp, getting the white spots off. Hopefully this will satisfy those people that actually think I'll pay someone else to do the work for me. Yes, people have made that comment. And there you go, perfect. And all I used was a Stanley knife and a rasp. Which again just shows you don't need any special tools, but you do need... Now there really is no need to worry if you haven't got super Virgo powers. I was only joking. Look, there's a trailing edge along there. And that's all I did was skim that off. So yeah, don't worry. Now, the rain has finally stopped. I've added some knobs, as you can see, so the doors are all done. The drawer opens, and that's pretty good that. I'm happy with that. I'm happy to leave that as it is. It works, it's fine. There really is no need to add anything else to that. So now that's all done, I'm going to have a tidy up, put some tools away, then I'll take you inside the van and show you exactly what it looks like on the inside. So let's take a look inside the van and see what's going on under the bed. And there you go, look at that, that looks fantastic. I'm really pleased how that's turned out. So let's take a closer look. Now that cupboard at the end there, that's where the toilet's going to sit. We've got a little, well not little, one of those portaloos that's going to go under there. But this is the main drawer, look at this. This is brilliant, this is, I'm really pleased how that's turned out. So that's accessible from inside the van as well as outside the van. But the bonus is you can actually remove that drawer from the van. You can take it out from the back, take it completely out of the van, take it indoors, fill it up with all your stuff, all your sporting equipment, your clothes, whatever you want to put in there. Bring it back to the van, slide it in from behind. And yeah, all your stuff's in the drawer. Same with this one here as well. You can take this out. It's basically a chest, so you can take this out of the van, take it indoors, fill it up with all your good stuff, and then bring it back to the van and put it back in place. No need to keep walking to and fro the van. I do need to put some catches there somewhere to stop it moving. Oh, when you're going around corners, the last thing you want is your drawers flying out everywhere. And the back one, what we need to do is simply open the bed a little bit, and that leg of the bed will stop that moving, so there's no drama there. But even so, I'll still need to figure out how to put some catches there somewhere. And like I said earlier, this little cupboard here, that's where the toilet's going to live, in there. So you are, I mean, this van build is pretty finished now. All I need to do is finish off those back doors. Got to do the back doors, insulate them. I need to insulate those doors and then put some cladding over them, make it all look nice and pretty, and it's all done. It's pretty much finished. But don't worry, I've got plenty of other stuff lined up. I've also got I've got something I need to tell you, a big announcement coming up. So what's the big announcement? The big announcement is I'm selling my van. I've put it on eBay, link in the description. Why am I selling my van? Simply because I want to build a Mercedes Sprinter camper. It's always been one of my ambitions to get a Mercedes and turn it into a camper van. So that's what I'm going to do next. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to fulfill my ambition and build out a Sprinter van. So there you go, I'm going to sell my van so I can buy a Mercedes Sprinter and turn that into a camper van. I want a big one, a real long one, get one as big as I can possibly get. Anyway, if you're new to my channel, do please consider subscribing. Don't forget, hit the notification bell, that way you won't miss me buy a Sprinter van and turn it into a camper. And just as I say that, it's starting to rain, so I'm off, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, I'll see you on the next one.